Okay, dear sisters in the Lord, yeah. Hanson, he was making this video and he is saying, I can once more to the Frauenverein speaking, yeah. I want to say something about those Schlingels in Ottawa, yeah. Are you still listening? Yeah. I have for you another special request, someone on the Mennonite Women's Missionary Prayer List to be putting, and also for some cooking, yeah. The last time that Salman Rushdie was, who the Lord we are asking to be saving from the Ayatollah and his Christian friends, yeah, who are not stories liking, because they afraid were that maybe God was in the stories hiding and asking, well, how are you caring for the vineyard? And the Lord has answered as he promised, even where 2 or 3 are gathered with from fresh borscht and zwieback. And Mr. Rushdie was then saved, even if his stories not so always very good are, and then we have eaten, yeah? So on Saturday, yeah, I have with my grand boy Hansian, the boy with the hair, you know, before he such long hair had like Jesus, and now he has it all been off-cutting. Now, after he married is, this I do not understand, yeah, why he like a melon cup wants to look. But he is wanting to learn to be bean soup making, yeah. So I am saying the best way to learn is not from a book, yeah. You come to my place and you can help me make bean soup and then you will know. So I am making him the onions chop and he is watching how the ham bone in the 4-quart topf I am cooking, 2 or 3 pounds of geschmoked ham, yeah, in some quarts of water with these onions. The onions are making me cry, he says. I am saying every day something is making us cry. Usually the small things, yeah. Who's for the poor people crying, yeah, and for the animals over hot getting, yeah, and no homes having with this global warming, yeah. Like some spiritual bears I have heard in BC. I have seen this on TV, yeah. So then we have a few cups of fresh green beans cutting and potatoes into little cubes chopping and carrots shredding. He is in a joke trying to make with his Oma. That's me, why they are calling me Tante, Tina. I am not knowing. Hanson is about bean soup, this joke making, yeah? And he says because beans are in God's language bohnen in German, yeah? And he is saying the soup is having the ham with the bone in. And he is then about the politicians in Ottawa and Washington talking how they are bones in the head having, yeah. Little Hanson is saying we should for those brethren be praying, but especially for Brother Toews, who Mennonitish once was, but now is abgefallen, yeah, like my man from the milk stool when he has had the stroke. Hanson says that this Toews fellow is a minister in the government. Not my man Hanson, yeah, but this Mr. Toews. But I am not knowing what kind of a church in which he is minister. I'm thinking maybe he just a deacon is or something, and that Mr. Harper the minister is because he is always preaching, yeah? Little Hanson is me telling about Brother Toews and the lost souls of that whole congregation of Schlingels, yeah, in Ottawa. Mr. Harper, yeah, and his friends with the oily tongues, yeah, and also those men in Washington, yeah, who are preaching always what we should do. They are the same church, I think. I am thinking they had a bad Bible that they are reading, yeah, maybe a communist Bible. Mrs. Wilms has me once been telling that the Catholics a different Bible from the Mennonites are having. This I already know, yeah, because in the Mennonite Bible, God is German speaking. Adam wo bist du, he is saying, yeah? And is like a mother hen us gathering, not like a pope strutting everywhere, yeah? But I am thinking those Schlingels on TV in Ottawa and Washington and their Deacon Toews, even a different Bible are having, yeah? Where Jesus is saying in this different Bible, we should be more jails making for the poor people who are not like us. If we are not jails making, then can we be visiting and comforting? Yeah, like in the Gospel of Matthew, to show how good we are. Yeah, Jesus is also saying that we should be good doing to those who are us hating already yet, even our enemies. And if we are not someone bombing, then who will be hating us? Who will be our enemy? And how can we, our enemies, be loving if we don't have any enemies? So we should be someone bombing so we good Christians can be, yeah? Still, I am very old and I am not understanding this. I have everywhere in my Bible been looking, yeah, even in 2 Peter, but these verses I am not finding. And I am not finding in the commandment somewhere, thou shalt not kill, except if you are some uniform wearing or something, yeah. Then I am little Hanson telling, yeah, maybe I should to seminary be going, or to Bible school, maybe where that Santorum fellow or one of these other people has been going, so I can find these secret verses. Then maybe I can better understand the Bible. These politicians are using the Harper Bible maybe, which is explaining how we good people can be, even if we are baby selling for tar or money making and our bad things doing, yeah? I am also about the Frauenverein in that special church, Toews, that Toews church, thinking, yeah. I am remembering how we once were cooking Bohnensuppe and Zwieback for old Mr. Clausen's funeral. And I am thinking that Palin lady and that Bachman lady, I think she is not knowing Bach really, and St. Matthew's Passion, which they last week in church were singing with that wonderful young man, yeah, Howard Dick conducting, and Laureen, that wild rosy girl from Alberta with that poker-faced Mr. Harper, Herumgetummels, and those abgeworfene Katzen also, all those cats they are having. Yeah, there are whole vereins of them now, women's associations, yeah, not the cats so much. But with no cows to milk, both the women and the cats are not having much to do, yeah? And no buttery sauce on her Veronica they have. Too much, 2% milk and 1% Gedanken, yeah? Not enough borscht and bratwurst. I am not minding they are politicians, but only if they have some good thinking, yeah? Maybe more than 1% thinking. Maybe these ladies are to the new Toews church going, with their Schlingel men in suits, gejammering like pinches off the old doughball Maggie Thatcher, yeah? Left too long in the oven, like gerestete Zwieback, yeah? Those ladies need to be in some tea gedipped. Yeah, get those buns wet already yet. Good immersion baptism. And then confession. Lieben Sie die Brüder. Let it confess how they found the Lord right here at Tina's place, yeah? At the Frauenverein meeting. Let them tell how Tina sat them down with Pascha and Glums. Tina ladled all that plumamousse out of their heads, gave them to potatoes, yeah, to think about where they come from, and let them shovel some of that other stuff the chickens make. They make so well themselves, yeah? They make too much. And give them halva just to keep the plumbing clear, yeah? Let them confess how Tina made Veronica, and Jim Reimer himself made the sauce so good the Lord would eat. And Howard Dick at the piano played, and together we could sing, "Oh, that I had 1,000 tongues." They should like that, yeah? And not all this stuff of just doing what you like if you are money-making, like the bullies in Stalin's Russia, and those men who are having the big stores made from boxes, yeah? Ach, I am thinking, Mrs. Thatcher, come down to Altona. Change your name. Magdalena Thiessen. It's much nicer, yeah? Bring your other lady friends here. Flop your buns down in the kitchen. Confess a little. It's good for the bunions. So bad the world can't be. There's no hope, yeah? So, you come down here to Tina's, and we can the real Bible be reading and get the Frauen back in shape, and then we can do something about those men. And then little Hanson is saying that Mrs. Thatcher, now very old, is and sad, and has old people's this Alzheimer's disease. And is this enough pepper in the soup? And I am with a little spoon slurping, and I am saying it too late is. Yeah? For Mrs. Thatcher, he is saying, I know this. No, I say, I mean, yeah, for her too, yeah. But for the pepper, it is too late. You will lots of sour cream be needing when you are this to your friends serving. But he is saying that's not good for the heart, all that cream. And I must again him be reminding that even with 2 or 3 spoons of sour cream in each bowl, his friends will still from the pepper be crying. So, and it is good for the heart in this world to cry. So is das Leben. And it's never always only for the pepper and the onions we are crying, yeah? And then, for the world to be healing, it is good bean soup with lots of cream together to be eating. And so, sisters and brothers, yeah, too, if we can, like little Hanson says, bone-in soup, be cooking and a big tough taking, and even if my heart is hurting, to Deacon Toews and Minister Harper, that's not a Mennonite name, that's sure, the Lord will be a blessing. So today, this is what I am asking, yeah? Today, I am asking that we should, before these fellows, be praying and something cooking. Today, maybe I have too much been talking. I think I already have too much been saying. Anyway, I must go now. I am remembering I have forgotten the grandboy to tell that before serving, the bone is from the bone and soup outgetaken, yeah? And that you put some parsley in, should be sprinkling on, so everything is looking nice, yeah? So, okay, I have to be going now, and so gesegnete, Gott gesegne uns.